Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of YouTube Plays. Today we're gonna be trying some very specific stuff, honestly. I got this comment from my Discord channel, which told me exactly what to do. So here we're gonna be doing a 5-gate pressure into a robo. Our goal is to either kill our opponent or kill his third base, or just do a lot of damage basically, and then we transition out of it. So this build is very mineral focused. He had some timings on there, but I honestly couldn't be bothered to be that in depth, you know, like I skipped through it. I think I understand the grasp of it. I think I know what to do. So we're gonna be slowly getting extra gas. Always keep many probes on minerals. Whenever you do a gateway based play, that's kind of what you want to do. So whether you're playing your Glaive Adept build or you're playing basically anything but Stargate, usually you want as many probes on your minerals as possible, because usually the restricting factor in that kind of build is always going to be minerals and not gas if you build more than 3 gateways. And this time we're going to build 5, so yeah, definitely going to be more than 3 gateways. So yeah, we're just gonna harass this thing a little bit, make sure that he can mine too properly. And I think we get 3 adepts and 1 stalker was the goal here. 3 adepts, 1 stalker, no tech whatsoever. Okay, he pulls out a gas already. Well, we see for a fact though that he isn't quite ready yet. To get that speed going. His speed is actually going to be pretty late. So, we're just going to be building our gate over here. Funnily, when he was mentioning this strategy, I was actually imagining this map. I was like, huh, that would be a pretty sick map for it, actually. So we're just going to get a second chrono boost on the Adept as well. We're going to pull out of gas with a lot of workers. I think, actually, I should pull out of gas with all my workers. Kind of important he doesn't see it all, but that's kind of big. He has a lot of links out, eh? Makes me a little bit afraid. So we have one thing over there. We cut our workers a little bit. I think this is it, no? Yeah, we got 5 gates now. We start rallying back into gas. And he does scout everything we're doing, which, you know, isn't fantastic, but it could have been worse. So we're just gonna add zealots, adepts, all that good jazz. He's gonna lose 2 overlords if he keeps going. That would be really, really bad. Usually when you're playing against gate talents, you really don't want to lose your overlords. I mean, he kind of knows what it is right now, as he scouts everything, so I'm not even gonna fake a third base at the moment. He did want me to get a robo at this point. They're just gonna send our worker down there already. I feel like this would be slightly better if I had some stalkers, but you know, it is what it is. I just follow the build orders you guys give me. I was thinking of finishing that, but I decided against it last moment. The moment the roaches start coming in though, I'm in a lot of trouble. But I mean, as long as the roaches don't come in, we're actually gonna finish this shade. I can feel that. That might have been a mistake. We get the third base at least. I didn't really pay attention, honestly. Maybe we can finish this. So we get the third base. Okay, from here on out, I guess we just get a third base, Prism, Immortals, all that good jazz. We add 2 sentries. We're gonna lose this gateway, but that was to be expected. We should have probably not finished that shade there. We should have paid slightly more attention to it. Then do it a little bit better. I don't actually mind this build. It's kind of interesting. Usually this kind of stuff doesn't work as well against better players. This guy was pretty low MMR. Something like 5-4 or 5-5. So yeah, it's always difficult to judge how something like that will go. Sometimes certain build orders though, they only are good against better players because you need to, you need to bait out a certain response, which bad players won't make based on certain clues they get. So we're gonna get like 3-4 workers here because he's a little slow at responding. Oh, we're gonna get 5. Maybe more. We'll see if there's anything here. Stuff's coming out, so we got 5 workers. That's pretty tight. Oh, I already have one. I don't have a Twilight yet. That's really odd. Usually all builds have some type of tech, and here I still had to build everything, which feels weird. I think this build would be better with Stalkers, honestly. Slightly more gas. The reason for that is that you have a little more staying power with your army. So now it feels like once roads are out, your army really is quite useless. You might be able to actually kill some people with it. There's a lot of roaches. I think you should be able to play this 4 gate as well rather than 5. Get slightly more workers. But we'll see. Maybe I'll experiment a bit with it. This is one of the first builds where I'm like, I think this could actually work as a one-time thing against a top player. Like there is some logic behind it, the build was well written. I'm not sure if it's possible, like I'll test it obviously, but there might be something in here for like a one-time thing. This kind of build isn't very good a second time. The funny thing is usually people that recommend me this type of build, they'll play it every single game. And they have like so many responses, but you should really just treat it as an all-in or like a one-time all-in thing. This is not a great way to improve. Okay, well, he's gonna all-in me as well. So I don't quite know what I want to do. I can kill this, I guess. Is he actually macroing up or? Okay, here's his army. I mean, I think we're doing absolutely fine. I don't really see an opportunity here for him to do anything. I have a bunch of Immortals. I have an even bigger bunch of Zealots. And I have a crap ton of batteries as well in case. Yeah, he's super dead. We're just gonna counterattack with our Prism. It's probably gonna pull him back even. See? See how scared he is of that Prism? So afraid, these Zerg players. Really, all it can do is warp in. It's like a crappy Nidus Worm. So you say, yeah, but you can just warp in anything you want. Well, same with a Nidus Worm. Except a Nidus Worm you can't even see coming. Like, as long as Zerg has vision anywhere, you know? Prism is like a crappy Nidus Worm. Whenever you say that, the Zerg gets very angry. So that's why I keep repeating it. And there's only one thing I like more than making Terrans angry. And that's making Zergs angry. I think we're doing a pretty good job in this game, actually. So yeah, we're gonna win this game. Yeah, honestly, nice little build. Has some potential depending a bit on the responses of our opponent. I wouldn't mind seeing another Zerg as my opponent, slightly higher level this time though. Because this guy was not good enough to give us a proper fight. Okay, he's gonna do that. That's okay, I don't care. The game is over already, my friend. It has ended. Oh, he got tunneling claws? What the hell? That's weird. We almost never see that. GG! I of course saw that on the... So for the people who don't know, I can show you real fast. So, tunneling claws is about to finish up. And just look at the difference of this roach compared to a tunneling claws roach. So, so you see these spikes? They don't look very colorful right now. Oh wait, this roach is gonna die. That's not good. Okay, here we go. New roaches. The one in the back might die the latest. So you see here the difference. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Come on, don't die. You see it? They're more red now. Wait, that doesn't show very obvious. Okay, here, you see the spikes are way more red. That's how you can see a unit has tunneling claws. Usually the spikes are just dark, like just black, but now they have red spikes. Nice little words of advice there from the captain. Put that in your mind, guys. Might help you win a game once. Be like, ooh, there's red spikes on his back, or whatever color the guy is. And then, boom, just like that. Throw down a couple of cannons, get some observers, and you'll be fine. You guys can do it too. Yeah, he was 5-3. This guy wasn't good enough to test. We're gonna have a couple of more games. So let's head into game number 2. Alright, friends. Here we got Mr. Yogo as our opponent, who is still not quite the level that I wanted to play against, but he's good. He's good. He knows how to play the game. He's gonna be like 5-6, 5-7. Here we go. Five, 6, 5, 7. So we're actually not gonna scout this game. I think I can. I wanted to say flatten the curve a bit. I've been watching too much Corona news. I want to tighten up the build, smoothen out the build. That's what I want to say. Flatten the curve. And my head is somewhere else. I'm not sure where it is, but it's not in a good place. So by not scouting, we're gonna get slightly more minerals. Actually, not scouting mainly gives you more gas. And the reason for that is that you're already gonna have 16 on minerals majority of the time, but you see you now just have the 1 extra guy in gas. So it actually just gives you slightly more gas, which I still think is useful. Oh crap, this is not a good wall. We're gonna pretend to scout at least, so yeah, just pretend to scout basically. Like, we don't really care what we see, right? We already know what we're gonna do. Now, there is a tricky part here, because there's 2 third bases he can take. And I kind of don't want to build it too far away. So if he takes this third base, I want to build it here. If he takes this, I want to build it here. So yeah, that could be pretty tricky. I also, I think, want to start with a stalker this time around. Okay, so he's here. Come on, let me see what base you take, mate. Because then we can truly do a reactionary thing, you know? Okay, he's gonna go to the left. Oh, the problem with the stalker first is that he can just chase my my probe forever. So that's a little bit of an issue. Okay, well, this is good. That's not good, but okay, recall. Come on, guys. Need you all to start mining. So the build isn't super smooth, but I think it's gonna be smooth enough, honestly, where we're gonna have a pretty decent count of stuff. I'm sorry, but I kind of want to add in a couple of stalkers. Okay. So I'm sorry, Mr. I think it was called Moonbeam. But I'm gonna add in a stalker here and there. Makes it slightly more all-in, but also allows for way more pressure on my opponent. I think having 2 or 3 adepts is nice, so you can shade, but adept DPS is so freaking bad that, I don't know, it just doesn't feel very useful. Oh, come on, mate. Oh crap, oh crap. So, I mean, what the hell happened there? That was not good. Wait, did he scout this? Two adepts here. 3 adepts here. I think we'll be able to save this, and then he should be in a little bit of trouble. Oh my god. I mean, we're still just gonna attack him, huh? Like, what are you gonna do, Chief? You drool on me? Come on, buddy. Show me what it's like to fight. I don't think he has anything, right, to deal with me. Just like that, I'm in your main base. Whoop-de-doo. This looks pretty okay. GG gets called. S2O with this build. It's not bad. I kind of want to go another one because, yeah, we're getting better opponents. But I really want a 6-2 guy or a 6-3 guy. This looks pretty fun, actually. I'm feeling like there is some things which could be tighter and better, and it's all very dependent, of course, on getting that gateway down as well. Because if that gateway gets killed, like all of a sudden you're in a lot of trouble. Okay, PVT. I need to quickly look. What he said for PVT, honestly, because I can't for the love of me remember me. Blink opener into Colossus. The specific thing is to get glaives. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna get glaives really quickly. That's kind of intense. And then we're gonna counter attack. Now, he said I first have to get charge, but nah, I don't really care too much about charge. You can suck it. We're gonna play Blink into Glaives. No, Blink into Colossus into Glaives. Oh, okay. Well, if you play a Blink opener from, or a Colossus opener from Blink, you have to open with 4 gas before 3rd Nexus. So the build is a little different. I think it's worse. I think Blink into Colossus generally isn't that great. The reason for that is because with a 4th gas, you're not going to be able to get as many units as you want, because you're using a lot of minerals in something that isn't unit. So either your 3rd base is very delayed, or your natural or your unit count is just going to be quite low, which is bad. Let me just have another look. Show these 2 adepts. Okay. Blink opener into Colossus, yeah. It is what it is, team. It is what it is. So I actually wouldn't have minded going Blink into Glaives. I played that for a bit. Blink Stalker into Glaives. And then exactly what he said I would do. I'd get a very fast +1 attack, which allows you to 2-shot workers. Alright, I'm supposed to get a pylon here. We didn't scout because, well, this guy can suck it. They're just going to build an assimilator over here. Everything's starting a little bit late because I tabbed out so much. That's not nice. So, counterattacks with glaives. we're here. This looks like a gas first because there's no marines. We're gonna move across the map because of that. I think we'll be able to get this worker with our adept. Okay, this Reaper's gonna come from there. Godly place by me. Now this guy is about 6'2", so should be about rank 50 Grandmaster. So similar to what rank we're right now with my YouTube Plays account. What? It's not a build order. Come on. Yeah, it is not a builder. I should have already had a second gas on the way. Or second gas. Yeah, a second gate. Now we'll get a robo. We have 2 stalkers. And we'll get our blink started, I guess. So we play robo before blink. I'm not a massive fan of that usually. I'm gonna just get a battery. No, I don't need to. This guy can suck it. So remember what I said about we're actually gonna need to pay attention. 1 second.
Base is under attack.
So that was a little bit of nice micro by me. We managed to keep our stalkers alive. And that's why I said I needed to pay attention, because I knew something dumb was about to happen. Because this has to be with a proxy barracks, by the way. I think it might be over here. So we're gonna just scout for that first, initially. I want to get a third base as well, even though I think it might be a little risky. I actually want to invest a little more in blink stalkers here than I usually would. Or well, just stalkers in general. So we have another thing ready. I almost feel like he needed to proxy something. How else does he get 4 marks? Maybe he went double Rex, Marauder move out. That sounds absolutely terrible. To be fair, the build didn't really work out, eh? Okay, here we go. So yeah, we're just gonna continue our
Research complete.
stalker production here. We're gonna try to force out a blink from this, or blink, one of these. There we go. That's actually kind of annoying. The thing is, he can't really stim again, can he? Well, he could, of course. Don't get me wrong, he definitely can stim again, but... okay, we'll get charge, we'll get 1 forge. He has 3 CC already, but he has so little units now. I don't think this is actually gonna cover this, is it? No, it should. It should. I don't think it's gonna cover this, though, yeah. So our third base is done as well. I like our position, still, but... we need to be a little bit careful when the first drops start coming out. Okay, he went back home. First, Starport is only on the way now. He has 5 wrecks already. He's gonna get a very big count of what do you call them? Of just marauders. Oh my god, look at that. I've never seen this build order before, but honestly, okay, it's not brilliant, but it's not terrible either, yeah? Like, it could have done more damage if he hadn't lost his Reaper. It would have been easier for him to do stuff. So we're just gonna get a couple of batteries here, just in case. Now I'm gonna clear 1 or 2 of these bad boys. This is nice. Okay, he's still here. And now we're getting glaives. So yeah, a second forge, like our man told us to. We're gonna start sending out the adepts on the map. So we do 2 over here. And we send 2 towards the bottom. Now he also said, don't worry too much. Man, look at this marauder count, is insane. His arm, okay, this looks stupid, but his army is gonna be really good against Colossi. It would suck though, against a lot of other things. Kinda wanna get Templar Archive just for a couple of Archons, eh?
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
Okay, so both of these are about to finish.
Upgrade complete. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
I mean, that was pretty good. Oh, he's actually gonna drop or something? He's moving out. This build worked like a charm. All the builds so far have worked like a charm. To be fair, we only did 2 of them, but... just target down SCVs. Oh no.
Base is under attack.
Jeez, his army is absolutely massive, eh? I didn't research range. I think I might be in trouble because I forgot to research range. Now this might actually save me a little bit.
Upgrade complete. Mineral field depleted.
You have better upgrades than him as well, though. Yeah, I wanna...
Your warriors have engaged. The end base is under attack.
I wish I had the range. I really wish I did. Man, I'm getting owned. What the hell? I really thought we had this game. I've never seen this build ever work in my life. To be fair, I've never seen this build. Give me making excuses for why I'm losing. Pathetic behavior. Oh wow. What the hell? His build was terrible and I lost. I think not having range was pretty big. I think I must have just microed terrible as well. I wasn't ready for the drop in time. This was bad. He had 45 workers. My harass worked. The build worked. This was completely on me. Actually completely on me. He had no upgrades on the way. I had +2. I had extra upgrades about to be done. Yeah, I was completely owning him. I only needed to defend properly, but even that I didn't do. Oh, sorry that I lost with your build, buddy. But it's just the way of the world, yeah. Just not good enough. At least not today. Not good enough today. Alright, that's gonna be it for today. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you did enjoy this episode of YouTube Plays. If you didn't, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you loved it, don't forget to smash the like button. And otherwise, there's many more videos that you can watch here as well. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Bye bye.